Hello everyone and welcome back to another Prehistoric Kingdom video where we're going to be covering the new Update 14 trailer, which revealed all sorts of familiar and new baby models to our eyes. There's a lot to cover in just the few seconds that we have with each of these creatures, but let's get into it. So our first look is with the T-Rex, and yeah, the T-Rex is easily one of the cutest little dinosaurs that you could see, and it's hard to believe what it turns into when it grows up. But they are simply top-notch baby dinosaurs. Like, they have that little bit of fluff on them, those big eyes, and yeah, I can't wait to see these guys in action in my own game. Then we have a quick shot of the baby Brontosaurus, which shares a similar infant model to the Apatosaurus, which were revealed to a good few months ago. And yeah, it has that basic baby diplodocid look. And I'm sure any Walking with Dinosaurs fans would like to recreate the scenes with the baby Diplodocus from Walking with Dinosaurs with these little guys. Because you can actually keep the individual growth stages at whichever one you want. So you could keep a Brontosaurus as an infant. You could keep a T-Rex at a adolescent stage if you so pleased. And yeah, it's just a lot of creative freedom that you get with these little babies and the ontogeny system as a whole. So many different scenarios that you can create. It certainly leads to a lot of possibilities. We then get another quick shot at another new baby to our eyes, the Plateosaurus gracilis. So this is the smaller species of Plateosaurus, and yeah, I love the colors on it. Very striking, and I think that could really work as some good camouflage in an arid environment. And we get a better look at the baby Plateosaurus gracilis here, with one digging in the ground, and those big blue eyes. Yeah, they're certainly one of the cuter little babies. I mean, weird at the same time, but can't have both all the time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all these guys in action. Then possibly one of my most anticipated little babies, the Smilodon cubs. So these are for Smilodon fatalis, which is dawning its new remodeled form to make it different to the populator, which is also getting a revised model as well, similar to what happened in update, I want to say 12. Yeah, update 12, where some of the species were given unique silhouettes. So Tarbosaurus and the different Edmontosaurus species. So it's going to be coming in force in this update with several of the different species of animal getting some remasters. And yeah, the baby Smilodon is one of the cutest. And you can see, I think these two cubs are actually at different ages. Because this one, its sabers are in a bit more, have come in a bit more than the one that's rolling on the ground in front of its, I'm assuming its mother. But yeah, okay. I should also clarify that that breeding is not in this update. You can create baby animals, but breeding is a future update feature. And possibly the animal I was most excited to see, the baby rendition of the Spinosaurus. And we actually get a look at two different kinds of Spinosaurus hatchling here. So we've got the scaly ones, which are very similar to the Sobek skin you can see swimming in the background, but you also have the browner Spinosaurus not actually having a completely scaled look, but actually having some proto feathering going on there. So it's dawning those downy feathers that you see on the baby T Rex and several of the other baby dinosaurs. So that's an interesting design choice there. So you get to see a possible fluffy Spinosaurus baby and a scaly one as well. We also get a good look at the Spinosaurus in this little image that was posted on Discord. So you can see the sail has not come in as it has in the adults. So what I'm assuming is that they're going for the idea that the sail is a display structure, and I could certainly agree with that, and that it will develop later in life. So as these babies mature, the sail will gradually form with the neural spines growing taller. but they almost look like little baby baryonyx in this shot in particular. But yeah, I was really looking forward to seeing the baby Spinosaurus, and it certainly does not disappoint. You also get a look at the baby cave bear. Now, there was a picture of this shown on the Patreon recently, where we get to see it in action of, I believe, all three skins in the front here. Yeah, that basically is classic of a baby bear as you can get. I know a few YouTubers have mentioned it's similar to Brother Bear, and I could certainly agree. So yeah, you can create some really cool scenarios with these guys. We also get a look at some of the seamless growth, the ontogeny with the T-Rex, seeing it go from a little fluff ball all the way up into a scaly adolescent. So yeah, the T-Rex will gradually lose its little downy feathers as it ages and grow into a bulkier and featherless adult, except for I think it's the brumal skin that will keep the feathers on it. Then we get a quick look at first person mode, which is arriving alongside ontogeny. So this will allow you to go around your park, interact with several items, go through gates, look through the binoculars at several of the dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures, and basically act as if you were an active guest in your park. It's certainly a feature I really want to see in Planet Zoo eventually, or it'll come in a Planet Zoo 2, but also Jurassic World Evolution 3. That first person mode should definitely be in there, and we kind of have it already, but only for vehicles, but not actually interacting with the park itself. Like if it were to become a much more fleshed out feature like it is here, that would be really cool, because I'm pretty sure you can actually complete some tasks in the first person mode in Prehistoric Kingdom. So yeah, look forward to that. We get a quick look at the baby Dilophosaurus, which was shown in the recent dev diary, all together in a creche, where we get to see it here doing the behavior as if it was chasing a little bug. Along with its parent there, you can see the crests have not come in as they are display structures. And yeah, it's going to be cool to see the crests just come into formation, because we did see that ontogeny process in the last dev diary as well. So yeah, it's going to be great to see it more in action and just slowly coming into form. We also get another look at one of the creatures we saw in the recent dev diary, the baby Coelodonta. It was either in the dev diary or it was in the Patreon. I'm not sure which one it was. But yeah, it looks like a baby white rhino. And yeah, I've seen baby white rhinos and they look just like this, just hairless. But yeah, it's going to be great seeing the horn just slowly grow with these little babies. We also get a look at the American lion cub, which was revealed back in, I think, the January or February dev diary. No, it had to have been the January one, which we got the first pictures of it, but now we get to see it in action. And I think there's both cave lions in this. You got the American lion here, but then you've got the Spelia in the back there. But yeah, that's about as much as I'd expect from a lion cub and how it would act. So I'm curious to see how many different behaviors they've actually given to the youngsters. And yeah, you'll be able to certainly recreate some really cool scenes with these little lion cubs. And we get a quick look at Prehistoric Kingdom's own little Bumpy, the baby Ankylosaurus. And you can see, even though this isn't the close-up image, that the club will gradually grow in size as the animal matures. So you can see it's more of a little nub right now at the end of the tail, and so it will grow in size. But you can kind of see it on this close-up image as well that was posted on the Discord. Very small club and greatly reduced size in the scoots. But yeah, baby Ankylosaurus is a classic baby dinosaur, at least thanks to Camp Cretaceous. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how these guys grow. I feel like they're going to grow wider with age as well, because Ankylosaurs have been found to be quite wide, and the Ankylosaurus in Prehistoric Kingdom is no stranger to that. We also get a look at the baby Dinochirus, looking very much like a baby pelican or a young spoonbill, but it has that sparse feathering that was actually speculated for Dinosaurus for some time and is still being proposed as a possibility given the animal's size, whether it would have had the long feathers that you can see on the adult in the back. We don't know, but I'm curious to see the ontogeny process and how the feathers actually come in, because if at adolescent it doesn't have as thick of a coat, you can almost pretend that that's an accurate Dinosaurus, depending on which stance you take, long feathers or sparse. We get a look at certainly one of people's favorite baby dinosaur reveals from the last dev diary, the little Dryosaurus. Honestly, looks like a cotton ball. And I'm certainly curious to see what the Lealnosaura baby will look like, because I feel like it's going to be even fluffier than this, especially given it is a fully feathered dinosaur. And easily the cutest babies of the dinosaurs, the baby velociraptors, they are they're just so precious. Like, look at them, running like little road runners, and yeah, like you can't help but love them. They are so cute, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing whether we get more dromaeosaurs in the future, what those babies would look like. I'm also curious to see what the baby Coelophysis will be, because I feel like it's going to be adorable as well. And another quick shot of our baby Triceratops process, I believe. Doing a little turnaround, just playing about. Baby Triceratops is going to be really cool to see how it grows into the adults. As you can see, the baby and the adults look very different to one another. And so seeing those horns come into form, the skull lengthen, and the frill change shape as well, that is going to be a very cool process to watch. And I think this was the first baby we ever got a look at, the baby Edmontosaurus regalis. So you can see the parents walking up here, but you've also got the little babies in front. It's great to see that they've kept largely the same design as what was previously revealed. So yeah, it was nice to see a familiar face. We also get a look at the baby Paraceratherium here, really reminding me. Oh, bumped the microphone. Really reminded me of Walking with Beasts here. As honestly, seeing the baby Paraceratherium, that was the first thing that popped in my mind when we saw it in the dev diary. Just Walking with Dinosaurs, Walking with Dinosaurs, Walking with Beasts, Land of Giants. And I feel like a lot of people have made this reference, but yeah, it's hard to unsee. And we end the trailer with the baby mammoths, looking really adorable, playing about as baby elephants do. And it's really nice to see the different tusks size as the mammoths mature. And I think they did add some tusk diversification in a small patch where the mammoths, depending on the variant that you picked, would have different tusk shape and size, and also depended on the sex of the animal as well. So the males would have bigger tusks than the females. And I think that's sort of something you can see here. So it's going to be really cool to see with the mammoths and how that plays out. And just a couple of other quick images that we got revealed. The baby Camarasaurus grandis. So Camarasaurus grandis is one of those alternate species, that is seeing a bit of a design change. So it's looking much more similar to how we picture Camarasaurus these days, with a rounded head and a bit of a thinner neck than the other two. We also got revealed the Cynotherium carve, looking very much like a little baby rhino, hairless this time, and with a single horn in the center of its head. Really nice to see these guys in here. And yeah. So, update 14 comes out on April 24th, but there will be a testing opened on April 2nd. So, be able to have a look at least most of the babies. I'm not sure how much information has been really released about it, but it is a testing phase, so not everything will be working as perfectly as so, because it is a way for the devs to see any bugs and any problems that players might be facing before the actual thing is released. So yeah, I highly recommend you hop into that when it when it drops, if you have Prehistoric Kingdom, that is. It only helps the game get better if you can find any problems that might arise. So yeah, let me know what is your favorite feature. I mean, I feel like it's going to be the babies, but first person mode is certainly a really cool feature, and I'm looking forward to going around any park that I build in the future. And that's what first person mode does. It makes it feel personal, like this is your creation and you're able to walk around in it. It's something that Planet Zoo and Jurassic World Evolution 2 haven't really been able to achieve, and I really do hope those kind of features can be added in the future. But let me know what your most anticipated baby animal is. I don't know which one it would be. Spinosaurus is certainly an exciting one. I'm interested to see the baby carnosaurs, so the Acrocanthosaurus and the Carcharodontosaurus. Um, the the exhibits aren't getting babies. Maybe baby iguanodon. I'm curious to see that. Baby Pachyrhinosaurus. I really want to see that. The baby Pachyrhinosaurus, because yeah, Pachyrhinosaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs, so I'm certainly looking forward to seeing that guy in a baby form. But and Brachiosaurus too. Brachiosaurus is a curious one. Um, and maybe Protoceratops. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. Had to remember different species from the roster, but let me know what your favorite is in the comments down below, and I'll see you all when this update drops. Bye bye.